So I've vibe coded a full CMS system and I'm afraid to look at the code. But today, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to review a 100% vibe coded CMS and front-end system built with Tailwind, JavaScript, and PHP. So no frameworks whatsoever, no types, no testing, just vibe coding, iterating the hell out of this thing, and now I'm kind of afraid that I've just built a monster that is unmanageable. But this is what we are going today to find out. What we have to do to make this a shippable website CMS system. We will see if it's possible or not. Let's start. What we are starting with today is actually this website. This is the dashboard. This is the website. This is my own website. I didn't want to make a toy project to test out the viability of vibe coding. It is a fully working website actually, and I kind of like the design and the stuff. Everything works. This is a website that I am willing to use myself. It has a fully working CMS system in the background. So we have like every section can be changed. Oh, I have to log in again. So we have a login to the admin panel. So we have some security measures, basic stuff that is actually working, and it was not as difficult as I thought to implement. I just vibe coded it and told it what I want to have. The whole idea is to avoid using WordPress for simple static pages. So if this is not possible to vibe code, then I don't see any viability like at all. Let's start and see what needs to be done to make this a usable product. Or maybe it is already, I don't know, I didn't look at the code, but I have kind of a feeling that it is not yet there. We will see. Let's start. While developing, I have been trying to do it the right way, or like making this context files, explaining everything in agents, making a design document, implementing feature by feature, trying to implement small pieces at a time, iterating on them until they're quite right. Today's goal is not to fix the code, it's more to review the code. Let's go. I'm so very happy that I don't have to write this kind of stuff, this like background image repeating linear gradient kind of stuff. Doing something like this gradient kind of thing. I don't know if you can see it on the video or not. There's like a gradient and there are some lines and this kind of stuff. This is one thing that I'm not going to touch probably because, well, kind of complicated. But what I don't understand entirely is why it is like defined within the style block and it's like not reusable at all, but we have this in projects as well. Okay, that's already strange. Here's like twice the same class. Why? I'm thinking how I can do it better. I don't like this. That is underlined transition. I think if I would just say transition colors here, because we need transition colors either ways. Move this and this. This is actually the same thing. Yeah, we have a different text, different hover, but we have same transition colors. Okay, so small thing, but yeah. Where are we right now? We are in the desktop navigation. Yeah, desktop navigation. Yeah, everything works. This is the navigation bar we are talking about here. It's just links, and the nav item is the label coming from the navigation. I feel kind of stupid. I don't know. It's very strange to review this code base, although I actually have been vibe coding it myself and I've been working on it for a week. And I'm right now trying to see what's happening and wrap my head around how it structures and stuff, it's like the first time I'm actually trying to understand the code. It's difficult for me to say this is my code. It's like not my code. It's like code written by completely someone else, which I'm trying to understand. It's difficult even to review, I think. Normally, if you review code in your own app, then you at least understand the structure and everything. And here, I don't even understand the structure, to be honest. And also, why is this closing tags in scripts? Okay, I understand that script should be the last thing on the page. Yeah, but the closing tags actually should be a include or something like that. This is basically defined in line and it's a paragraph. I don't understand why this is a paragraph, to be honest. Why not a heading? Because this is actually a heading, so it should be a heading. And why am I defining this here? Why is it not like a defined class or something like that so we can reuse it? Because this is like all over the place. So it definitely re-implements the same thing all over the place. The Tailwind is not the best way of doing things. I think I'm not reviewing it deeply enough, but I know that it works. And I'm not like, oh yeah, it has to be the finest code ever. Why is this done like this? So I kind of understand, but not really, because the last item just has an accent color. And we have this border bottom, meaning this line here. I have to recheck the logic. The logic here seems kind of strange to me. I think this can be done a lot easier and a lot better. This is like a very convoluted way of trying to do this. Also here, why is there a separate style element? Is there not like max dash W? Why not 1400 pixel? Why not like this? Okay, it's also used all over the place. I have to check that. Why did it like this? Let me test it for the footer at least. Now it works as well. Okay. So I've been right. I don't understand this at all, why it wasn't done like this. I think the biggest problem is that I don't feel like this is my code. It's kind of better than a page builder because you have to learn this kind of stuff as well. So if you want to have a website, before you use something like WordPress with Elementor and stuff, and this is a simple website like this one, this is just a simple web page. I don't even have a form or a contact form on it or something like that. For something like this, it's kind of viable, I think, because it would have taken me at least the same amount of time to build it in WordPress. So for this use case, it's kind of viable. If we would add more complexity to it, using it for yourself is one thing, but shipping it to other clients, you are responsible for the code. So I will have to stress test this thing, even using it for me, so I'm not hacked and this thing doesn't fall apart. I don't want to fix my web page every week, but I don't think that it will be necessary because this web page is kind of simple enough for this kind of use case. So yeah, there's that. See you next time. Bye bye.